Hi YouTube. I'm coming to you as a blog actually. Um I recently experienced an ectopic pregnancy which ended last weekend, Sunday actually. I recently found out I was pregnant on the 14th of May. It was a very happy morning for me. Me and my husband had been trying for about a year and a half, and we had finally did injectables for a few months, and then this was our first time doing injectables with the IUI. I had my last period March 26, 2011, and we did the injectables with the IUI. We culminated it with the IUI on the 5th of April, and we were supposed to come back in to see if we had in fact ovulated, and it came back that we had ovulated, and I think my numbers were like 14 or 18, one of those. But then a week later, I got my period, so I was disappointed because I thought that was a waste, even though it wasn't painful or anything. And then a week after that, I was, no, actually 2 weeks after that, I spotted very, very, very light. And then that's when I started getting concerned that maybe that was implantation bleeding, and that in another 2 weeks I would find out I was pregnant. So I cut out all sex because I had a miscarriage 3 times in the last 5 years. And I didn't want to experience that again, and I attributed that to having sex. So I wanted to cut out the sex. And so on the 13th of May, I started feeling symptoms of being pregnant. I had already missed my period, which was due on the 11th of May, but I wanted to wait the extra days. So, me and my kids left out at 2 o'clock in the morning and went to Kmart and bought a test and took the test in the bathroom. And it was the first response early pregnancy test. And it came out positive. So I was very happy. I drove to my husband's job and I showed him the test results, and he was very happy. And so I was pregnant from that day until this last weekend. Actually, on my grandma's birthday, which is May 22nd. I started going to the fertility clinic to get my beta test done. So that morning that I found that I was pregnant on the 14th, I went to my fertility specialist and they drew my blood. And around 3 o'clock, they called me back and said my results was 9,789. And I was like, wow, that's a lot. Am I further along? Was it from the IUI? Or was it from this last cycle that I thought I started early in April? So they said they wanted me to come in to see the doctor or to have my blood drawn again that Tuesday. So I came in that Tuesday, and when they drew my blood, it was 14,000. So I was like, way to go, it's going up. It didn't double. So then they started getting worried. So they had me come in the Thursday. And they drew my blood and it was 17,000. Then the doctor started saying it's a possibility it could be an ectopic pregnancy because the number's not doubling. But I know he was going by the March schedule, and I was like, I had a period that lasted 7 days in April, so it couldn't be March. So can you please just look at it as being a 5-week pregnancy? And they tried the ultrasound, couldn't see anything in the ultrasound, even though the HCG levels were so high. So I said, well, I still have faith. So he told us to come in on Monday. Well, Sunday, which was the 22nd, I decided just to show up at a hospital and have them do an ultrasound. And maybe I'm figuring maybe their equipment was better, their tech was better. So they did the ultrasound, and then that's when I went back to see the doctor afterwards, and they ended up telling me that it was an ectopic pregnancy, and that I was actually 7 weeks and 1 day along, which would have put me back at that March 25th. So that IUI did work, but it didn't work right because my baby got stuck in my tube. They heard the heartbeat, which was 160 times a minute, and that it was stuck in the tube. And they said they were glad that I did come in because I had a chance of it rupturing. So I had to get surgery that same night. And I cried all while I was being wheeled to the room for the surgery. Um, and so now I've been dealing with that. I've been over that for the last week. Today was the first day that I cried to my husband. I've been holding it in for this past week. And today I broke down. Um, I can't watch anything on TV with babies. And it seems like every Lifetime movie channel, every every movie that came on today was about babies and pregnancy and mothers. I am a mom. I have 6 kids. I have a 24-year-old, a 22-year-old come tomorrow, a 21-year-old, a 19-year-old, a 16-year-old, and a 12-year-old. And then I have 3 grandkids, a 2-year-old, a 1-year-old, and a 5-month-old. I really do want another baby, and I guess I can go into further details of what my life was like, why it's so hard for me to have a baby considering I have 6 kids already. I just want to start a blog in which I can come and talk whenever I feel the need to, and hopefully get some comfort from out there in YouTube world. But I'm just waiting for the time in which I can actually have a period and I can start back with the injectable medications and do another IUI and go from there. Um, but this is Sunshine, and this will be the first of many blogs until the one day in which I can take my test and you guys will be there with me. I'm 42 years old, so I don't have much time left to become pregnant, and I'm hoping that it happens in a very short time. Um, Thank you. I guess I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.